This is going to be a very short but potent and powerful video today. I just normally want to create these when something just pops into my mind that just feels super important and meaningful to share. And it's something that I've been really struggling with, and it sort of relates to that binary decision that I was sort of talking about the other day, about staying the same, staying in your old patterns, or choosing to step into your best self. And on a broader scale, that sort of looks like rejecting modern society as a man, because as we know, the way that the world is designed now is stacked against men, and our focus is being siphoned, our attention is being nuked, and it's being siphoned away from being ourselves, from our mission, from our purpose. And it is so hard to focus in this modern day. And if you can't focus, if we can't focus and concentrate, we're not going to live a very fulfilling life, because that's going to keep us trapped in the ever perpetuating cycle of instant gratification, comfort, not living at our potential. And of course we're going to feel like shit. Of course we're going to know deep down, because our soul knows deep down that we are meant for more, that we have a mission here that God has given us to complete, and we have potential to fulfill, and like a leader to be for your family. But how can you be if your mind becomes so addicted to being in the autopilot, to just scrolling, to instant gratification, cheap dopamine? It's so hard to be a leader for your own life and for anyone else when you're stuck in that irritable, moody, low energy state. And that, just as a decision in itself, is one I feel like you have to make. Like if you are struggling with certain like vices, or just in that realm of instant gratification and cheap dopamine, because trust me, I have been through the ringer with that the last couple of years. It has riddled my whole personal development journey. It's caused a lot of shame, because in the past I've watched a lot of porn, I've been addicted to stimulants and coffee and nicotine, and like scrolling on my phone, and like the nicotine and the coffee and the scrolling and like processed sugar is still and has been quite prevalent. But I'm at a point now where I'm really starting to just say no and fight back. And that's what I want to encourage for you guys, because like, just picture this, you have that choice. It's either you say no to that way of living and you learn to reset your brain, reset your dopamine, and find fulfillment in nature, in the simpler things, in building things that take time and delay that gratification. I guarantee we're going to feel more fulfilled from doing that, but it's just going to be tricky navigating that like initial period through the discomfort, where our brain is going to freak out and be like, hey man, this is not fucking cool, this is different. Our brain is going to want to be chasing that dopamine hit. But it's hard to be social, it's hard to be expressive, authentic, masculine, powerful, when we're in that low, sort of just like spaced out autopilot state, where we're like a shell of ourselves. And we weren't created on this earth to be like that. We were created to be strong, to be fucking God-fearing. We were created to be leaders for ourselves, for our tribes, for our families. And it's like, what's the world fucking coming to? Like, we have to fight back as men, because there is potentially, I'm not going to say the words, I don't want to get in trouble, but like there is an attack on men, on masculinity. And it also comes down to focus and concentration. You can't do shit if you can't focus. You can't make money and provide for your family and have financial freedom or be your best self, be of service, when you can't focus, when you're addicted to your phone, when you're addicted to porn, when you're addicted to shitty foods. We have to start becoming aware and saying no, and tapping into that primal warrior strength within us that has the ability to be sovereign and say fucking enough is enough, and no, and that we can start to go through the temporary pain, the temporary fire, like of initiation, of rekindling the fire and the strength within you to say no, because I fucking guarantee we will all feel so much more alive when we do that. And that's when we can live properly. Again, this comes back, and a lot of my videos are going to have the same theme about fucking fucking living now in the present moment, because that's all we have. And if we can step and transition into this more traditional way of living, or just healthy way of living, where we can be more present, where we can find deeper true fulfillment on a soul level and like unlock that masculine spirit versus being in comfort, because we all know deep down that we don't like just idling along in comfort, and we know it's fleeting, and it's literally like the devil. Like, we just drift, and we know that we don't want to get 10-20 years down the track and just let that have taken us. So I just wanted to use this video as like a little bit of self-awareness to just say no, fight back. Like, what's one or two things that you can slowly start to remove out of your life? Like less TV, less phone time, maybe put the vape down, just put the porn down, just whatever you can manage at the moment. Just know that God will support you. God will reward the bold and the brave and the courageous, and the world needs more strong men. And like, that's why I want to make these videos, because we are strong men. We just have to believe in ourselves and start to fucking get shit done. And yeah, I hope that landed. I think that's all I want to say. But just reject the comfort and just like step into that warriorhood that you know you have within you. Stay blessed, my friends.